What's up with you? Y'all already know what it is. It's the Home Care General Jesse Epps. And look, I hop on these videos, so that I can help the present me. And the present me is you. So I help you get through different things, obstacles that you probably can't figure out how to get through, or you feel like it's just you feeling like that, feeling the same way, feeling the way that you feel right now. I felt the same way years ago. So, hopefully, I'm able to get through to you and, give you some inspiration, some motivation, just some push to continue to go. So I want to ask you a question. Is fear crippling you right now from moving forward? And whatever things that you want to do, and then whatever endeavors that you have, is fear crippling you though? What I want to let you know is fear is the false evidence appearing real. So fear is really not real. We make this stuff up in our mind, and it just goes for a loop. It's like something that holds us back from a lot of things, like fear. Because yeah, think about it. For an example, let's say you're going to get your driver's license. I'm just trying to think back, like even when I was a teenager, I was afraid. I was afraid that I was going to fail. I was afraid that, I wasn't going to get the license. I done told everybody, and now I got to be like, look, I didn't get it. I was afraid to go take the test. But what was I afraid of? I studied. I did what I had to do. And regardless, even if I did fail, I could come back and take it again. But fear created anxiety. So it's like now, when you're an adult now, so now your fear changes. Now you may be trying to come from a career and start a business. Maybe you want to start a home care agency like me. And if you do, holler at your boy, I got you. But what I'm just trying to let you know is, in a lot of things that you're gonna do, fear is gonna be the number one thing that comes over you. And fear will cripple a lot of you. It will cripple you. And it's almost crippled me a few times, but I pushed through. I say, you know what? I had to look myself in the mirror and say, I can't let this stop me, because the goal or the vision that I have is beyond this fear. And what I tell everybody that I speak to, anybody that I mentor, I let them know that if you feel fear, that's good. That means you're moving in the right direction. Fear means you're moving in the right direction. If you don't fear and you're comfortable and you're complacent and you don't feel anything, then you probably going the wrong way. Because you should fear if you're starting a new business. You should fear if you about to start a new career doing something. You should have fear when you're starting to do new things, because you don't really know what's going to happen. You don't know the outcome yet. So you're going to have these type of fears, or, but just don't let it cripple you. And this is the problem. Like I say, you can have fear all day, but when it cripples you, then it's a wrap at that point, because it's like now you're going to be stagnant. You're not going to want to continue to go towards that thing, because you think the fear overrides the success that you could get from it, if you get what I'm saying. So I just want to help you understand that. Keep moving towards that. Like, move towards that, but move at a slow pace, of course, but move towards the fear, because I'm telling you, on the other side of fear is like greatness. I was afraid when I started my home care agency. I was afraid when I did a lot of things, but I was definitely afraid starting a home care agency because I had no experience. I didn't even know what I was doing. I didn't even know what a CNA was. I didn't know too much about the only thing I knew was if I went to the hospital or something like that, you got your nurses and stuff like that. It's going to take care of you. The doctor going to come check in on you. After the nurses did what they did, then they come in and just, about 2 minutes and send you on your way. But other than that, that's all I knew. I didn't know anything else, so I was afraid. I'm like, man, how can I even pull this off? Because I have no idea what I'm even doing. I don't have the experience. I don't have the skills. I don't have anything that someone would think trying to get into this business should have. I don't have a degree, so I had all these type of things coming in my head, like overcoming me, like the fear of that. Like, what if it doesn't work out? You don't know this. What if the people, what if the clients want to know your background? I mean, it was so much stuff in my head. So it was fear for sure. But what I did was I said, I'm not going to let this thing cripple me. I'm going to continue to move forward. So if you are feeling like this right now, where you feel fear and whatever it is that you're trying to do right now, if you feel that fear, I want you to move towards the fear. Slow walk it if you need to, but continue to move forward towards that thing, because I can guarantee that if you don't let it cripple you, whatever that thing that you fear, you're going to overcome it. I can promise you that. I've done that in my life many of times where I had that fear, but I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep going regardless. I'm going to keep moving regardless. And if I would have let that fear stop me years ago, guess what? I wouldn't even be here talking to you right now. I mean, I had people that doubted me. You know, that was a fear because nobody believed in me. So I'm like, dang, I'm kind of thinking how they feel. You know, that's giving me more anxiety and fear because I'm like, well, they don't believe in me either. I mean, I believe in myself, but I'm scared. I was like, okay, but I got to keep moving though. And, you know, why I'm here today, and this was in 2015, and I'm here today because I didn't let it cripple me. In anything that I do, when I have new things, new ventures that I'm moving towards, guess what? I get fear. But I understand that it's not real. It's something that I'm making up in my mind that I know that I can overcome it regardless of what it is. But it's just not knowing, not seeing the outcome, not having the stat sheet, not having, you know, the whole layout, the spreadsheet of how it's going to go, what's going to happen. You don't have that plan. You literally have to go through the journey to get there. To whatever that thing that you see, that you visualize, you have to go through the journey to get there. And yeah, it is scary. But I can tell you this, fear is not real. Because you can overcome anything that you want to. So today, just make a promise to yourself to not let fear cripple you. Keep moving forward. Push. And I promise you're going to get there. And you already know how I end these things, man. Listen, just to exist isn't living. Because if you just existing, you're not living. Now holla back.